Hi, I'm Damon Wells, the author of You Don't Know Shit About Leadership and the Leadership Incompetence Index. So before I wrote the book, the first question I had to ask myself was, does the world really need another leadership book? Clearly, there are more leadership books than anyone could ever hope to read, and thousands are published every year. You've probably seen them. Books promising 8 principles for success, the 5 laws of leadership, or the 1 habit that will change everything. It's a really dense market, and frankly, most of it is noise. So why write this one? Because in my experience, most leadership books completely miss the mark. So yes, there is room for one more leadership book. Because leadership isn't about neatly packaged principles or one-size-fits-all laws. It's not about cherry-picking stories or feel-good narratives that suggest that if you just do what some famous CEO or military general did, you'll be a great leader too. Sure, these books make for compelling reading. I've read plenty of them, but let's be honest. Have they ever really changed anyone's behavior? Have they fundamentally altered the way people lead? I don't think so. The reality is that most leaders fail, not because they haven't read enough books, but because they're trapped in a system that promotes the wrong people. It rewards the wrong behaviors and misunderstands what leadership actually is at a fundamental level. This book is different. Leadership isn't about memorizing catchy slogans. It's not about following generic rules or lists or copying what some high-profile CEO did last year. It's about understanding the complexity of leadership and why it can't be reduced to simple formulas, and why real leadership requires adaptability, critical thinking, and a deep understanding of human behavior. If you're tired of hearing that leadership is all about soft skills, and you know it's harder and more complicated than that, this book will give you a framework grounded in biology, behavior science, and complexity, backed with real-world examples of failures and successes. Instead of giving you another checklist of arbitrary rules, this book digs into the real reasons leadership is broken. Not just individual failures, but the systemic flaws that keep bad leaders in power. In the book, I break down the science of leadership, specifically how psychology, biology, and human behavior shape decision-making. I also look at the failure of traditional leadership models, or why outdated frameworks don't work in complex environments. The organizational traps that produce bad leaders, and how bureaucracy rewards the wrong behaviors. Then, I break down my leadership model, the ballistic leadership framework, in detail, which moves beyond outdated models to a systems-based approach that prioritizes trust, cohesion, confidence, and purpose as interconnected elements of real leadership success. So if you're looking for a book filled with fancy motivational slogans, this isn't it. But if you want an unfiltered, no BS look at why leadership is broken and how to fix it, get the book. Because you don't know shit about leadership yet. Lead better. Thanks for watching.